Hey everybody out there, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram land. This is David Young at Precious Metals Fine Motor Cars of San Diego. I just want to take a quick minute, kind of discuss with you maybe a little tutorial of how I've changed my procedure, my method for handling packages, documents, FedEx envelopes that I send in and out. Little things I've done in this coronavirus environment that are not normally what I'm used to, but it's how I'm revamping things and how I'm getting accustomed to keeping myself safe, keeping my clients safe, and keeping my area safe. This particular package just came in from FedEx a couple of moments ago. A gentleman actually kind of caught me off guard. He met me there at the door, so I just kind of received the package. And as you'll notice, I am actually barehanded. I'm handling this package. I usually don't do that, but like I said, he caught me off guard. So it's actually going to make for a pretty great video because this is actually how I get it. So with that said, I want to kind of discuss with you a few things that I've done and how I've changed things. I have a little area over here on my countertop where I kind of lay out napkins, because I don't want any cross-contamination from the package to the countertop. I put them on a napkin so I could easily discard the napkin. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and put this right here and then kind of move over here and show you a little bit about what I got going on. Since I did touch that package, I'm going to use a little bit of hand sanitizer, kind of clean myself up a little bit before I kind of start the video. I do have gloves here. These are actually given to me by Dr. Mansfield, and you know, I'm not as swift as him putting them on, but you know, they do come in handy, and this will kind of show you what I do next. You know, that package actually came from Northern California, up in the Bay Area. So you know, we don't really know who's touched that package since it went out. I sent it out as a return envelope, but I know he did say he went to Kinko's to have it delivered. I don't know if his secretary touched it. I don't know if the employees at Kinko's touched it. I don't know if the delivery people touched it. But now that I have the package back in my hand, I have gloves, I feel like I'm a little bit more safe. Now I'm going to go through the process of opening this package. And I think, you know, thinking about these things before we do them is really going to help people stay safe. Like I said, you don't want any cross-contamination. I do have the gloves on now. And like I said, let me show you kind of what I do next. Just like any FedEx envelope that we all get, like I said, I'm opening this up live on camera, so you know, this is how I got it, and this is what I go through. Here are the documents that I sent out to the client. We've actually sold several vehicles in this coronavirus environment just in the past few weeks, so kind of changing our method and thinking about things a little bit more detailed with every transaction has really helped keeping everybody safe. My clients are safe, I'm safe, my family's safe, I keep my area safe. Just because when I have people come in, I don't want them coming into a contaminated area. So as long as I go through this process and do everything right, I feel a little bit more reassuring that everybody's clean, everything's safe, and you know, there's no coronavirus. So like every document that we get, you really got to finger through all these and just kind of make sure the client signed them right. You know, everything's done right, and you have to touch each one of these pieces of paperwork. You got to kind of look at them just to make sure everything's right. And thank God they are, because I don't have to send these back. But you know, given that I don't know who touched these documents. I don't know if he touched them. I don't know if his secretary touched them. I don't know if the employees at FedEx touched them. But what I do now is I make copies of everything. I've gotten really good at this and kind of being pretty strict about this procedure, where I put everything on the copy machine. I don't have to tell you how to do that, but you know, I go to my computer. Let's see. Now we all have our own little method for our PDFs or files, how we scan them, so what I'm going to let the computer kind of do its thing there. And I'm going to tell you the reason I do this actually. Okay, that's done. So the reason I do this is because I now have a PDF copy of everything that was in this packet. If I ever have to go back and look up a name, if I ever go back and look up an address, a driver's license, credit card receipt, what have you, I have everything in hand, have it on my computer, and what I do is I take this manila folder here, and I take all the original documents, I put them in the folder, and then I have a little section over here in my office where I kind of put the packet and I self-quarantine itself. You know, I will leave that there for probably a period of about 2 or 3 days. The reason I do that is any lingering coronavirus particles are going to die off in that 2 or 3 days before I put it in my final filing cabinet. Now, the reason I do the PDF is because now if I have to double check those documents, I have everything on the computer and I no longer have to touch those documents. Just because I did touch the documents and I did you know, touch things on my computer, even though I'm wearing gloves, you know, another little thing I do is just kind of take these little Clorox wipes, I'll clean up my mouse, I'll kind of clean up my computer keyboard here, I definitely will clean up the scanner everywhere it touched. And you know, it's interesting that we have to take the time to do this and think about these things. But you know, I hope this little video kind of gives you a sense of what I'm going through. Like I said, the reason I do it is to keep myself safe, keep my clients safe, keep my family safe, and of course, keep my work area safe. You know, this is a very static, clean area. I'm very particular, very anal about keeping everything clean, very particular about what I touch, how I touch it. And I think if I do everything right, think about it properly before I do it, it's really going to help slow the spread of the coronavirus with the people that I surround myself with. And if everybody can do that, I think nationally we're going to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So, you know, with that said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. You know, maybe think about what you're doing, think about things you could change to kind of make it easier. You know, I do have the gloves here. Like I said, you don't like to cross-contaminate, so before you touch anything else, what I usually do, we'll get rid of these gloves. You just kind of grab them there in the center. The doctor showed me how to do this properly. I grab it again in the center, holding the other glove, and then boom, there we go. You know, this goes right in the trash, be discarded away, and like I said, now I don't have to touch my documents, my computer's clean, my hands are clean, my desk is clean, and everybody's going to be safe. And I hope this little video helps, kind of gives you something to think about, maybe change your method, change your ways. If you have any questions, hey, feel free to send me an email. You know, ask me what I'm doing, ask me what you're doing. I don't know much, but hey, I'll help you out the best I can. You guys take care and be safe out there. Bye-bye.